Here we are, the Indie Art Connection, and we are now embarking on our lovely time that we call Ridiculous Happenings. So, ridiculous happenings going on for all of us. I'd like to start off by talking about my con schedule and how I thought I was booked 3 weekends out of March, and now I'm just booked two. And I'm really glad I didn't place that second order yet because Dreamers and Readers is no longer occurring. So, Laura, you don't need to come out anymore.
Yeah. Guess I won't be in Dallas in a few weeks.
No, won't be in Dallas in a couple weeks.
Oh my God.
All the fun stuff that we had planned for you, I'm sorry. I have a tiara now that I'm just gonna walk around the house wearing. Like, let's just put it at that. It's really pretty. It's like black. I was gonna go all black.
Ooh.
It was gonna be awesome. Oh yeah. I was like black, but that's not happening now, and that kind of sucks.
Well, there's a ball at...
Teen Drops?
Yes.
Yes.
So, do it there. Yeah.
I'm excited
That's
about
true.
that.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited too.
Yes.
Fun. Happy birthday weekend.
Happy birthday
Nate.
weekend.
He's like, wait, there's a ball? I said,
Yeah, here we go,
Yeah.
Nate. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's going to be
yeah,
great.
we're getting dressed up. He said, okay. But I think he's scheming, so it should be interesting.
God, that Leo side of him.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's more into it than I am.
That's so funny.
My husband won't dress up. Mm-mm.
Oh,
He just
bummer.
does. Well, I mean, he'll dress up nice and be like
Right,
real
but not like a
real
costume.
snazzy. But like when it comes to Halloween, he's like, no. I got him. I got him to dress up with like a Sven hat one time, and like
Oh.
that was the best.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but he's gonna be coming with me to C2E2, which is the Chicago Comic Con,
That's fun.
It'd be really fun.
and that's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been there as an attendee, and that's a lot of fun.
And what are the other authors that could be there?
They haven't announced all of writers' blocks, but Elise Kova's gonna be there, and TJ Klune, and Janine O'Reilly. I think they're doing panels. And I think Ojane Brown, is going to be there.
Oh.
And who we will have on Indie Romantasy Reads later this year.
Yes, I'm very excited about that
And
book.
she is so funny. She is so much fun. Oh my gosh.
She looks like fun.
She is so great. I have her new arc. Or not arc, it's actually out now.
Her new book.
Her new
Didn't
Dark
it come out
Romance.
yesterday?
With the bow
It
break?
came out the
came
10th, I
out.
think, or something.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
came out last
So a
week
week
or so.
ago.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Yeah, when the bow breaks. Something
Yeah.
like that.
So,
It's a really cool
That's
name.
fun.
So,
we'll go again. But, yeah, so I got that going on. How about you? Any cons coming up? March, April?
I mean, I don't have anything till Tea and Tropes, which is July. And then the Chicago Book Harvest Con, which I'm
Yes,
very
we
excited
do.
about.
Bring your Halloween
October.
costumes.
Yes.
That one's a
And
fun one.
then-
so we're going to see each other
I don't-
twice this year?
Oh,
So
It's
great.
amazing.
Hi, Tim.
look out,
And then
girls.
I have one for 2027, which is Belfast. So
I know, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's
I
going to
know,
be great.
oh my God.
So cool.
I have one more for 2027 so far, which is
Oh, nice.
Romanced in the Midwest.
Oh,
And that's in Milwaukee.
Yeah. No, that's a good one, I hear. That's exciting.
Well, I just got back from Love LitCon in San Diego, and that was their first year, and it was amazing. It was incredible. It was mostly contemporary romance. I would say probably like maybe 10% was like fantasy romance, and then the rest was
Ooh, fun.
contemporary.
Wow.
And it was on Valentine's Day, so it was very like pink and hearts and everything. So it was really
so
cute.
cute.
Yeah. We got 2 books in our bag. So we got, I think everybody got a different sports romance, actually, I want to say.
Okay.
But I got Sideliners,
That's a
the
pretty book.
Spicy edition
is
by Dana Claire. Yeah, look at this. So
That's so freaking cute.
they're all different. So it says where football is everything, but love is the game changer.
Oh,
Just
dang.
cute, right?
I
That
love
looks like
good
a Friday
sports
Night
romance,
Lights type
honestly.
thing.
It has like
Yes.
these like cute little things on the inside. It's a
Oh,
really
that's
cute book.
fun.
I think Stephanie got a hockey romance, I want to say. And then this is an arc of I'm Gonna Get You Back, which I think is a really cute name.
That's
That
a
is
cute
cute.
cover too.
Yes. I won an arc there. And this one is Julie Murphy, Student
so cute.
Union. I started reading this like the first page and I was like, I'm gonna love this. It's so funny.
I'm so impressed.
I know.
You with a contemporary book. Who are you?
Oh, I read everything. I even read some nonfiction.
Well, you know she's not going to DNF it.
This is very true. And then I bought an S.L. Coakley book because, I mean,
Oh, that looks so good.
it's so pretty.
That's so pretty. Just one bite.
Oh my
Ah,
It
I'm a
is
big fan
so,
of the
so
foil. I'm a big fan of the foil.
Yeah.
I like
The
when you can
foil
make
and
it
the
shine.
paperback. Oh my god, that's fun.
She's great. And also look at the inside. Like her art is amazing.
Ooh.
That's really
Oh,
pretty.
that's pretty.
Yeah. But she, if you don't know, she's the pastel vampire book girl on Instagram. That's how I found her initially. Her books are gorgeous. All of them.
I'll have to look.
Yeah. This is a different series from that. It sounds spicy, and I was like, yes, I will take that one.
Is it the spicy one? Let me have it. Let me have the
Alright.
spicy one.
Yes. But yeah, no, it was great. They Steph and I were talking about it, like how sometimes the first year for a con they're just like trying really hard
Oh.
because they want to make
Yeah.
it good, and you could tell it was really nice. Was there anything else, Sarah? I think you just talked about all your cons, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna
Yeah.
be
I don't
I have so
any
many. I'm only
news.
existing through April right now.
No, I can't take off any more work time.
yeah.
Cannot fall behind.
You do have a very busy schedule this year, don't you?
Yes.
It's really exciting.
Yay. All good things. All good things.
We love
Trying some new
audiobooks.
things.
I can record mine.
So cool.
Got some announcements coming up.
More?
That'll be fun.
That. All right, so the reason we are here is for Fated Rebirth by Reno Mist. So that was a really different arc from our first one, which was T. Harlow. So it was a good balance to have like a cozy fantasy and then this dark, very emotional, very like psychological, slow burn
Paranormal.
romance. Yeah, paranormal. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It was really exciting. Okay, well, we will see you soon with Reno.
Yeah, this is the Indie Arc Connection, and I'm Sarah. This is Laura, Maggie, and our guest today is Reno. We are so excited to talk to you about your book, Fated Rebirth. Oh my gosh, this was such a ride. I have so many great things to say about it.
Oh, thank you. So glad to hear that, guys.
First of all,
Yeah,
can we talk about the cover? It's
Yes,
gorgeous.
absolutely.
So
Thank
pretty.
you. Yes, thank you. The designer that I found, Jordan, she did an amazing job on it, and she was a huge help in regards to designing the back, as well as providing her professional opinion. I know I love it so much. So,
It's so striking.
thank you.
Listen, I had such a good time reading this because it felt like the most cathartic read. I was like, oh, we're getting revenge? We're righting wrongs? Like, are you serious? Yes, yes. And there's magical people everywhere? Yes.
Yes.
This is what I love. And so I really loved the academia setting paired
Yeah.
with all of the different paranormal people.
Yeah.
I just thought that was such a fun mix.
Thank you. Yeah, I wrote it to be a feminine rage book, but I wrote it to be a slow burn feminine rage.
Okay.
Because I wanted it to kind of show the character development for the main female lead as she progressed from essentially having the dual aspects of her memories and one of those lives being specifically helpless, completely always helpless, to now she is given empowerment to make her choices, to have the mindset of what she wants to do to move forward. And I felt that was really important for me to write as an author.
Yeah.
definitely came through. For our listeners, this isn't a spoiler, but like the premise basically is these characters have a past life that they're now in their new life, but they still have their memories of their past life. And that's like a lot to deal with to begin with.
Yes.
And then you throw in these other supernatural beings like vampires and werewolves and stuff, which just makes it a really interesting setting while these characters are dealing with like, oh, I'm 20 years old again, but I'm actually 50. Like, I just thought the concept was so cool. And I liked that you started out with, I guess, is it the N that in the
It's actually kind of the middle to end of the story without giving away too much spoilers for the upcoming book. But
Okay.
yeah, because I knew when I first started writing the book, I thought it would all fit in one book. And I got to the plot as I was writing, I'm like, no, this is not going to work. So, and it ended up being split almost into a duology, and I was able to kind of build and expand a little bit more than because when you're trying to condense, I feel like a really big story into one book, sometimes it can be really difficult, especially when there's so many things going on in the background. The masquerade magic system is what you're referencing, where there is the supernaturals and other gods and deities and magic that exist, but it's hidden, hence the masquerade part of it. And then you've got the normal world continuing on about their day without realizing that there is so much else going on that they have no knowledge about. And it ended up just becoming two books instead.
Well, I just thought it was really cool to just like throw us in to start with and then sort of go back. But I thought it was important to throw us into that because we got to see that feminine rage sort of played out a little bit. So you got
Yeah.
really invested in it.
Yeah.
I started it before both Sarah and Maggie, and I texted them. I was like, guys, this is so intense. Like, you need to start reading.
I'm so glad to hear that you guys enjoyed it. It really makes my heart glad. So thank you.
Yeah, we were texting about it the whole time, like, whoa, did you get to this part yet? No.
Yeah. Love when that happens too. When
Yeah.
you're just excited because we're all kind of speed readers. We have to be for our book club and everything. So we're just like, hurry up, get there so we can talk about this.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, trying to get my husband, for example, to read the book is like pulling teeth because it's like, hey, have you checked it out yet? Because I really did kind of write this with all of us to read it. Mine, he's like, no, I'll get to it when I do.
Oh,
So
no. Sit down and start reading it to him. Like, okay, you're trapped. You have to sit and listen.
I did debate that because making an audiobook it was definitely a next goal, and I was trying to debate. I'm like, is this something I want to do on my own? Because there are some authors that are very successful with that, or at least you can sometimes do reading chapters through different areas like YouTube and everything. So it's not a bad idea. So yeah, I'll just have to tell him that's what he's going to have to do is let me know whether or not I have a good reading voice. So
Yes.
Feel like I'm practicing on you. Let me know what you think.
exactly, yeah.
Well, we know from experience with the book club that when there is an audiobook, we have way more readers that want to read because they can listen and read at the same time or whatever. It's just
Absolutely.
a really great experience.
Or being able to multitask and listen to it as well helps, or even traveling. I've heard that too.
Yeah.
Or just going back and forth in between it, depending on
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're doing.
Yes, absolutely. It's good to have both dynamics if that availability is available.
I noticed when reading, you had like one piece of art in the middle, and it was
Yes.
really pretty.
Thank
Like
you.
it was really lovely, and it like
Yeah.
was just a lovely little spot. Because I was like, oh, how did you choose to put it here? Like, oh, it's kind of the next scene, but like, why did you choose to do that and include it in the arcs?
Well, for me, for example, the reason why I chose the art that I did was to kind of highlight the artistic nature of that particular kink, I guess you could say, that is being broadcasted in the book. I know there's been an influx of kink positivity in the reading market, which has been really nice. And there are some areas that people are getting into through different genres like dark romance, contemporary, things like that. And for me, the shibari aspect of it was really important for this particular book to highlight. And the artist that I picked did such an amazing job. I was so blown away by it because It's very artistic is the only way I can describe it. It's, while at the same time, it's still very provocative. And I decided to include it it's in the ebooks, but it's not going to be in the print
Okay.
until I can start doing special editions because I do plan on having more art with special editions because I also have some not safe for work images as well that kind of take on the same tone.
Mm-hmm.
And including it right when that chapter started was kind of setting the tone for the chapter that you're about to read. Because the chapter ends essentially where you know that probably the next thing that they're going to
Mm-hmm.
do. So giving you the image of how it's supposed to look, because describing things can be very difficult, especially if you're not familiar with it. Yeah. And so the image already gives you an idea of what you're walking into.
I thought it was beautiful. Very, like, I mean, I would say almost very safe for work, but like, I
Yeah.
mean, it's shibari, so people have their own ideas on
Yeah.
what that is based on their own past and experiences with their own thoughts and whatever.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I really liked seeing, like, it was just a very respectful, very loving picture.
Well, the characters are kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys read it.
They're really cute.
Yeah. Yeah, just
So
Rowan's.
precious, actually.
I wrote Rowan to be I don't want to say the antithesis of a shadow daddy, but I was like, you know what? I wanted to write a very grounding character that knew he could support Violet, the main female character, in whatever crazy decision she decided to do and still be her foundation, essentially, and her safe place to come back to, while also telling her that she was probably stupid for what she did. So,
No, I loved that about their dynamic. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, no, no, we're not doing it. No, no.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay,
Fine, I guess.
I'm
we're
here.
doing
I'll
this.
okay, I guess guess we're doing it, but I will be here for you. And it was just, it was so cute and it flowed really naturally. And I loved it. I thought they
Yeah.
were so fun.
yeah.
And
And
I
it-
learned a lot in this book. I didn't know anything about Shibari. And I was like, oh, okay, this is so
Yay.
fun.
That's awesome. And I was hoping for readers to have that experience too as well, was to be able to see the artistic dynamic of it. Because there's different areas of it as well. You know, there's the more erotic side and everything. But I love that you're able to take that away from the book, so that makes me happy.
No, I was like, oh, this is fun. I had no idea. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way you described it was like you could really visualize it and then you understood the motivation behind it, which was,
Yes.
I think, important to be, respectful and to just get across, like, what exactly this is. Because on the surface, it can seem like, why are they doing this?
Yeah.
So, yeah, the way you wove that in was really nice and respectful, I thought, and made sense with their character motivations.
Yes, and I also wanted to write it because, trust is something that's very, very important in the kink community, but it should be important in any relationship, whether sexual or not. And I wanted to emphasize that because when you go into those type of dynamics, whether it's kink or non-kink, you are trusting yourself to another person. And it's through that trust that you're expecting them not to hurt you intentionally, and if they did, for them to be able to turn around and apologize, and hopefully both of you grow from that experience. So I had a lot of fun writing and incorporating the shibari and kink aspect of it and highlighting the trust that needs to be with those two characters while hopefully creating what I feel is a yearning male lead that was able to support her.
So there's so much yearning.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
only if she wants to. Oh. Anyway.
yeah.
I also enjoyed like about Rowan that he was like confident in his abilities and his background knowledge and everything, but also, like you said, the opposite of a shadow daddy. Like, he's not going to be able to like fight everybody off because sometimes that's not realistic. And
Yeah.
it made a lot of sense for the situation that she could still trust him and he could still feel confident about that, but it wasn't like, I'm Superman, I can do all.
Yeah. It was a fine line between writing a realistic and he is possessive as well, so I'll definitely give him that character, while understanding that he has his own helplessness that he has to accept. So just like Violet has already gone through that helplessness arc of it, Rowan is kind of learning it because in his first life he had different resources, I guess you could say, compared to the current life that he's in now. So like I said, it was a lot of fun kind of writing those different dynamics and seeing how the character would react based on past life experiences to the current modern day that they're both set in.
Um,
I'm so curious
oh,
what inspired this story for you. Like I'm sitting here just fascinated by it, so what
Yeah.
brought it on?
So it stemmed a little bit from wanting to be a positive role model to my daughter, and empowerment as well. And the two, as well as my love for mythology, psychology, and religion, which is kind of showed in the story a little bit when they go to the different academic aspects of the story as well. And the characters kind of grew in my head. And like I said, as I was writing the story, they started to develop more and more. And when I brought in different elements that I felt were really important to kind of highlight, I was actually just kind of writing probably against the current market right now because everything is very dark romance. And when I realized the book was going to be much larger than what I had intended, I started to focus more on what were the important things that I wanted to highlight, which I'm really glad came through with you guys as readers, which was the trust, the shibari, the empowerment, the feminine rage, which doesn't have to be immediately like I'm going to stab you, which obviously Violet does get to that point, but it can show in different areas of her life as well. So I was trying to highlight that.
Yeah, it came across really well. I enjoyed it. And just
Great.
the different philosophy questions. I was like, oh, this is so fun. Like the stuff
Yeah.
that happens in their class.
Mhm.
I just thought, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm learning so much. This is so fun.
Yeah. My most memorable experience to this day was probably my sex and society class that I took in college, and it had such an impact on my beliefs as a whole because it really focused and emphasized a lot on how society influences our outlook on sex positivity, how it's marketed in different countries and everything. And so when I was writing the story, I was actually writing how my classes used to go because my professor would come in and just start chaos everywhere, and it was so much fun.
That's awesome.
I liked how they were studying together.
Hmm.
Because personally, my college philosophy class was like the opposite of what hers was. Like it was so boring. I did not get it. And then we go into this book, and it's like actually interesting and entertaining. Like I was like, oh, this is what it should have been.
Yeah. Yeah, a teacher can really make or break a class.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, definitely. So what does your writing process look like?
It's usually write, cry, and write some more. So, so serious. I'll have really long stints where I can write, actually 8 hours a day, and I don't even feel the time as it flies. But then once I'm done with that day, I may not write for a week. So it's not like I can keep that consistently. And then I do sometimes try and write in small tidbits when I can, but it's a little harder because of my family life. I've got a little one that I take care of. So obviously that's why when I can get those large stints, I'll just try and crank out as much as I can compared to trying to set up a schedule that I see a lot of writers do themselves.
I think every writer is so different. You do what works for you. But with all of the mythology, with the mixing of the religion and all of that, did you have to research it all first, or did you kind of do that as you were
Yes.
going? Like, what was yours?
Definitely. So, for example, I have another series called a Second Circle Entry series. So, since you ladies have already read the book, you guys are familiar with Second Circle. And so, I actually have short novellas where it's Damien running the club underneath, and they are written to show the behind the masquerade. So essentially these are all focused on the monsters. These are focused on the gods and the deities. So they're going to have tons of Easter eggs in them. And they are kind of leaning heavily on the erotic side. So if that's not really your thing, completely understandable. But it was to help world build because there is a lot that goes on in Fated Rebirth. And for example, the first book that I did with a Second Circle series, I did a lot of research into the folklore because I didn't want to make a half attempt at it and possibly piss off an entire country, maybe. That would be bad. Because I pulled a Slavic folklore. I wanted to be different. I didn't want to do, something here in the States. I wanted to find something that really resonated with me. So I found a Leshy, which essentially, as you learn, is a guardian of the forest in Slavic lore and protects the forest, can hear the trees, can hear the plants. And Damien, the proprietor of the club, matches him with a mortal woman who's an academic female, and they have like kind of an insta love thing that goes on. And so every time I pull from a different folklore or mythology, I always make the effort to at least try and understand it because I don't want to misrepresent anything. And I always apologize as soon as the book starts. I'm like, hey, I did as much research as I could, but this is also my interpretation, so I apologize if it's not accurate.
Disclaimer, I did my best.
Absolutely, yes. Yes.
Listen, if Emerald Fennel can get away with it, anybody can now.
I like knowing that there's a second book.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
because I'm just like, I need, like, there's
Yeah.
more. I need it.
Oh yeah, there's the second book, and there's also the strega, which I didn't explain fully what that was, but strega is Italian for witch. So the strega's pride is the witch's pride, and it's about a witch that lives in an inherited house, Gothic house. The house is alive, and she's living with the 9 deadly sins, not 7, but 9.
Oh,
Oh yes, and they
so
are
fun.
permanent tenants. So you find out the kind of witchy aspect of the veil of the world. So, like I said, you see that different aspect of things and also the politics that are going on with the witches as well. And hopefully, I'll have that by the beginning of next year because it's in the development phase right now with the editor. I'm trying to balance out because I want to release the Strega's Pride, and then I want to do the second part of Fated Rebirth because the Strega's Pride will fill in a lot of things going on in the background. And when you enter book 2, it'll help give readers just a better groundwork to kind of realize the foundation of everything going on.
Oh,
Created
I
this
love
whole
it.
world.
Yeah, it's all interconnected somehow.
Yeah. No, that's
That's
cool.
awesome.
Well, are you
I love
taking
it.
pre-orders currently?
For which one? Either of those? Because no.
For Fated Rebirth.
I don't have it set up yet. I want to, but I'm afraid, especially since I'm an indie author and not really trad published, I'm afraid that if I set a deadline and then life events happened and I'm not able to meet that deadline, I would be so devastated. So I'm hoping to at least get it through the first phase of editing, and once that first phase of editing goes through, and figure out. I've never done beta readers, so I am looking into. Yeah, I've never done beta readers. Looking into it.
They're so helpful.
They are, but having this be the first time that I've released, because I did one other book, I was so concerned and scared because you have imposter syndrome when you're writing. You're like, I don't know if this is going
Absolutely.
to be any good. So I just kind of wrote it and then threw it to the wall and waited to see what people thought.
That's all
But
you can
yeah,
do.
yeah. So once I get the editor feedback back, I'll send it to beta readers and then I can probably do a pre-order from there.
Oh,
When
that's exciting.
is your ARC forum open now, or is it opening soon?
Yes, yes, it's open now. I've plan on closing it the end of February, and I'm a no pressure author, which means read it at your own leisure and discretion. Even though the release is March 5th, I believe, I don't plan on expecting people to post right on release date that the book has come out. I would rather individuals read through and enjoy the story, and then from there, if they truly did like it, they can post.
Perfect.
Said March
All right.
5th is when it comes out.
Yes, it's a Thursday.
Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect. It's good to know.
You're like, don't remind me. Thanks. No,
Yeah.
I'm sure everything is fine.
Yes, well, at this point it's going out the door, so yeah, everything is fine.
Getting it done.
No,
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm excited.
Good, I'm so glad to hear that, guys. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Absolutely.
And then we will be able to get your link and put it with this so that we
Oh.
can make sure that we get it out.
Yeah, That's perfect. Thank you. I appreciate all the support.
Before we go, is there anything in particular that you would like readers to take from from the book? Is there something you had in mind while you were writing?
Something for them to take back. I mean, obviously, it would be, like I said, the empowerment, whether male or female or binary, it doesn't matter. Just if you are living your life and you're making these decisions, especially if it's a decision that you think you're going to regret, it's okay to feel the way that you feel, so long as you are confident in yourself, and sometimes not confident in yourself, but you've made the decision and you're moving forward. And then being able to continue along and grow as a person is what I'm hoping that readers will take from this book, because it, like I said, it was meant to be a journey for not only the two characters in the book, but kind of hopefully for the reader to realize that there's just different aspects of themselves that maybe they've never thought about, and that this book is highlighting on those different tidbits that might pop up that would help readers connect with those characters as well.
That definitely came through for me, at least. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Is there any other announcements you want to make?
If you guys, like I said, enjoyed the world, Captured Prey, which is a primal monster that follows essentially the same world, is out, and then there will be more of those. And if you sign up for my newsletter, you can kind of get that information much quicker whenever I do have the pre-orders set up and ready.
And is the link for your newsletter in your Instagram bio?
Yes, I have a link tree, and on the link tree, it has the link to the newsletter. Great. Well, thank you for having me, guys. I had so much
Thank you so
fun.
much.
Thank
No,
you.
thank
Thank you for
you.
joining us.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I'm so happy to hear this was the second podcast for you guys. It's so much fun. So,
Yes. Yeah.
It
Thank
is
you.
fun.
Hope it helps you find new readers and new readers to find new interesting books to read.
absolutely enjoyed talking with you, lovely ladies. Thank you.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you so much.
Have a good night. If you enjoyed our yapping, stay tuned for our next episode where we talk with Kara M. Zone about her new romantasy, An Accidental Fairy Tale, Expanded Edition. Until next time, happy reading.